Good evening, Babugele Makaya. Today we are going to be speaking about honoring your parents. Welcome to World Gospel Impact Church. Ngaphansi kobuholi bukaBaba noMama uNdamani. So today we are going to be speaking about honoring your parents. Maybe asiqale nje ngokuthi sisho ukuthi I thank you very much to my panelists that are here. I really appreciate you today. Ukuthi nifike sizokhuluma about ukuhlonipha abazali bethu, which is very important. Ngizoke ngiubhekise ngale kusisi wami uNondumiso umbuzo wokuqala ukuthi ukuhonorisha abazali, is it ukuwasha izitsha? Is it maybe ukulalela into abayishoyo? What is your definition of honoring umzali wena as uNondumiso?
Personally, ukuhonorisha abazali is being able to be a good listener as a kid. Even if umzali into akayishongo kuwena directly, but mayikhulumela nje casually, just being observant and being able to listen to ama desires akhe as umzali wakho, and being able to take action kulento le ayidezirishayo, and being able to be a good listener through actions. Yeah, that's honoring abazali.
Yeah, and another thing that I wanted us to brainstorm namhlanje ukuthi mhlambe iziphi izinto that cause you ukuthi ugcina ungamlalelanga umzali. What are the things that drive you not to respect your parents? What are the things that cause abazali bethu bagcine sebe disappointed ngathi sebethi, you know what, I'm not happy about uXoli, I'm not happy about uNomfundo. So maybe lo mbuzo lo ngizothatha ngubhekise ngala kusisi Nomfundo yena angichazela ukuthi what does she think ukuthi iziphi izinto that provoke us as kids ukuthi sigcine abazali bethu bengekho happy ngathi? Is it peer pressure? Is it maybe izinto ezenziwa yibona abazali personally to us, noma indlela mhlambe aba addressa ngayo ama issues that cause us ukuthi sigcine mhlambe bengekho happy ngathi? Or is it us? What do you think about that?
Greetings. I think into yokuqala nje senza ukuthi sigcine sithola sesingasaba obey abazali is peer pressure. In normal nje uma umntwana ugcina usufuna ukwenza izinto ezenziwa abangani bakho, and sometimes those things azona umthetho wakini okhuliswe ngawo, and ugcina usulahla into yakini okhuliswe ngayo because you want to impress your friends, kanti usulahla ukuphila kwakho njengoba izwi lisho ukuthi ukuhlonipha abazali bakho kukwenzela ukuthi ube nokuphila ukude emhlabeni. So that's the first thing engicabanga ukuthi is really important, is that don't forget who you are, don't lose your background, don't lose your image. Eyintweni oyifundisiwe bambelela kulokho, and umzali wakho uma ekubusisa, really you live long and you reap the fruits of leso sibusiso samzali wakho. Another thing, I think stage, or ngizothi adolescence. I think when you get to that stage empilweni, you lose yourself because you're still trying to find who you are actually. So you need to always keep it at the back of your mind ukuthi ekhaya ngifundisweni, and it's really important ukuthi lezo imfundiso kube izona ezikucontrolayo in whatever you feel at the time of the happenings ezenzeke empilweni zethu. Thank you.
Yes, maybe sisixola nga-eda lapho ukuthi what do you think about that?
Just to add, kunento that comes in my mind, yasho omunye umfundisi ukuthi ukuhlonipha umzali kuyisibusiso. So uma ngabe usifuna leso sibusiso fanele usibribe ngokuthi umhloniphe umzali wakho. So angeke uzusithole if kunezinto ongakwazi ukusibribe ngayo so leso sibusiso, because the minute umzali uzo-obeya noma uzo-honorisha ubiyena, isibusiso lapho siyakwehlela. So I think ngokungami kubalekile ukuthi siba honorisha abazali noma ngabeke isimo sithini, but umzali uyohleze umzali.
So what you guys are saying, it doesn't matter ukuthi uphuma kwi background enjani, abazali bakho banjani. The fact is they are your parents and you have to honor them. Ukuthi uma wakho uyathetha nokuthi akathethi. Some parents really have a way of communicating nathi, and siyasho ukuthi, you know what, umzali wami akuve oh mama, all right, she's a cool person. And then we get these parents laba othi nje angikwazi nanokuthi ngizoqalaphi ukuthi ngikhulume naye, noba mina I had a mother like that ukuthi she was not easily approachable. So I think ikubalekile nalokho ukuthi consider ukuthi you don't only honor your parents because of character yabo, you honor them because babazali bakho, you know. So but this pay I'd like to just direct this question to you ukuthi ukuhlonipha abazali, is it ngempela peer pressure angi-understand mina ukuthi ngenaphi. If we can just elaborate further for me ukuthi uyakwazi yini umngani ukuthi aku-influence in such a way ukuthi ufile as if umzali wakho is not worthy of your respect. And yiphi lento into asuke seyenzile umngani or a colleague yokuthi ufike to the extent ukuthi ubone ukuthi yazini umzali wami, I'm not gonna do lento eshiwa uma wami because umngani wami uthe. Mhlambe sibheke ngalendlela ukuthi what is it that a friend does or a colleague does that provokes you to not to listen to abazali bakho. Sisinondu ushilo lapha yana ukuthi kubalekile to be a good listener. So are you listening to your parents only? Are you listening to your friends as well? And wenza lento eshiwa ibona, and now you are contradicting this thing of ukuthi whether banjani akusho ukuthi nokuthi banjani, you have to listen to them. So ngokwakho wena ukubona, is it wise for me to listen to umngani ngigcine sengingasamlalelanga umzali wami?
Look, it is wise ukumlalela umzali wakho every time. That's just the baseline.
Yeah.
But have you ever found yourself coming from a disadvantaged background, having friends from an advantaged background? Makufika esikoleni thina la sasifunda khona kwakuswenko. Kube nensuku zokuswenka. Swenke wena uswenka ngejini yakho yakajet, iskipa sakadance nje namateki noma izicathulo zesikole. Bangani bakho begqoka amagama. And it wasn't really ama brands are fancy at the time. But what we feel pressure ukuthi nami ngiyafuna yazi ugqoka njengabo. Ngiyafisa ngabe iwardrobe wami mhlawumbe ngaba nejini eyodwa mhlawumbe yaka relay yayibona leyo nto. Also, I feel like it's twofold. It's peer pressure bese kuba a pressure of becoming. And this is where communication really has to take first priority. Because umzali wakho is there to guide you, is there to nurture you from the day you were born. Unfortunately for your mother, they are there from the day you are conceived. So they never lose sight of that. So now don't ungathi umusufike ku stage of becoming bese uyitshela ukuthi umama akekho cool. Just because I can't understand mina ukuthi sengifuna umixit efonini, sengifuna Instagram, sengifuna Facebook. Always keep your communication. Njengoba kade usho ukuthi abanye abazali they are not easily approachable. But as a child, there's a way umama ungamngena ngayo ugcina usumhlalisa phansi umthetho. No yazini kunento eyenzakalayo. And then that's why you will see there's a saying that's always being said ukuthi always keep to the word of the wise. Uzothola ukuthi into eyenzakalayo i-trend yesikhathi. But uma usuya kumzali wakho somhlalisa phansi, as much as she will seem uncool ngoba inqabela into yakho, kune reason why ethi ungayingenda kwa mixit funda. Laba bawenza umixit usuke ungekho uma besemakhaya. So awubazi ukuthi ba multitask kanjani, isikhathi sabo basidivide kanjani.
Yeah. So singavumelana mangabe sithi i-peer pressure iyahambisana nokucomparison. Shuthi it goes hand in hand. Ngoba you mentioned this about genes and but ama labels ukuthi bagqokani. So i-peer pressure it goes very well ukuthi you compare yourself to your friends. Even noma ngikuthiwa ngeke baze bakusho ngomlomo ukuthi you know what, mina I feel like nje abazali bakho they are not enough. You're going to start thinking your parents are not enough for you because they are not providing, not realizing ukuthi you are not privileged like bona, because we come from different backgrounds, different families. Abazali bethu benza imisebenzi engafani, and some of our parents really they bakhula besebenza emajaldini, they can't afford to buy or relay. So what are you trying to tell me is that ugcina usuyicomparisha, that is peer pressure nakhona ukuthi uyabuka ukuthi mina yazi I feel like my mother is not enough. That leads you now to not respect your parent because you feel like umzali wakho is not doing enough for you as a child. When you go to school, you are different. When you go to school, when ufaga amajini angekho that expensive. Mhlambe Sinomfundo can elaborate further. What does she think ngempela ngaleyo part yokuthi kumele siba understand abazali bethu as much as we know ukuthi they can't afford the same things as all of us. Lokho kokuthi is comparison, how can we really try ukuthi siyehlise leli zinga, because lokho it affects us even nabantu abadala manje. It's not only youth, we tend to compare ourselves to usbanban usethenga imoto, I didn't buy a car, you know. So comparison nakhona it plays a very very big role engakwazi ukumdu respect umuntu that is due to irrespect yakho. So what do you think about that? Ukuthi kumele wenze kanjani ukuthi uzame ukwehlisa nje izinga lokuthi don't compare yourself kakhulu ukuze izinto zakho zihambe kahle, and you just give respect where it's due.
If you remember ngishilo ekuqaleni ngathi always remember where you come from. Ayikho into ebaluleke njenge background yakini. Uyabona uma understand background ukuthi ngiphuma la, mina ngizalwa usibanibani omi kanje. You'll go far in life because the moment uqala uyiqhathanisa angikhathali noma ungaziqhathanisa kangakanani, but you can never trade impilo yakho uyoba yilo yamngani wakho ufisa ukuba uyena. So qala lapho nje, understand ukuthi uvelaphi, understand umzali wakho, and umzali wakho ngokwazi kwami ngeke azakufaka ehlathini, and uhlale kufisela the best in life. So if uthatha lezi zinto ezincane ahlale zishe highlighter noma ngabe i-background ibheda kangakanani, but akakufiseli ukuthi remain in that level. Mhlambe kini ukufisela ukuthi kube wena oqala uyigraduate. So musu ukuziqhathanisa nakhona uyiqhathanisa nomngane mawuhlala phansi naye akazi nokuthi kubo kunemali nje yayisuka aphi yatholakala kanjani. Uzohala kanti uhalela into ewugebengu udayisa ama drugs la ekhaya kudayisa utshwala and they pull a front wena mawubuka the flashy lifestyle uyayihalela. So always honorisha umzali wakho ngoku-understand. Uma wakho uwa evuka, ubaba wakho uwevuka for you to have a better life. So wena bonga lokho okuncane okuphiwayo, and then kukunikeza wena now i-duty yokuthi angifunde ngiyimisele ukuze ngifike ngiye la ngifisa ukuya khona empilweni.
I personally think that that's where you as a person needs to stand firm. Nje. First things first, you need to stand firm in what you personally believe in, because it's okay that umzali wakho will always be opinionated, and obviously siyazi ukuthi abazali, especially, I'm sorry to say this, but black parents, they're always very expressive. So whatever they feel, bayayikhulumela nje basho ukuthi uenopino siyanguthanda. But you personally need to stand firm in what you personally want for yourself and what you personally feel. So whatever eyenzakalayo noma eshiwoyo ngaphandle, fanele umqondo ukwazi ukubuya ukuthi mina yilento engibelievayo, yilento engazi ukuthi izongisiza ngibe ne-way forward in my own life.
Ngicela uku-add kancane la usisinomfundo kunento ayishilo yokuthi ukhuliswe umzali noma abazali bebabili behlangene mhlambe bakhulisa kade kudayisa utshwala nani. Ngiyayithanda leyo part ngoba uyabheka ukuthi wena la ukhona ukhuliswe yini, bekade isinkwa sibekwa imali ukuthi bekade kudayiswa amaniphe ekhaya lakho. So mengabe uphumela ngaphandle, yes fanele ukhumbule ukuthi esikoleni ufike ngayiphi imali, and then ungakulahli ukuthi umzali wakho umzali. Yayizwa lento ngoba usuke wazi ukuthi la ngikhona ngifike ngokuthi ekhaya bekubhataniswa. So as ukhula kuzama ukuthi umzali ngaso sonke isikhathi umhonorishe, because njoba ngishilo naseqaleni ukuthi kuyisibusiso ukuthi siba honorisha abazali.
Mnguni, sorry.
Yeah.
A very interesting topic. So all of us will have something to say.
Go ahead.
In this Google segment, as that we keep drawing back to your background, it's important for us to understand that if you really are concerned or are ached about a background, then work hard enough to create a better background for you moving forward. Don't put pressure on kubantu abasuka emva kwakho, abaqhamuka emva kwakho, who have had so many disadvantages, so many things that you have now. So when rather sebenzele kutheni from where I am, angibuke move, ngiyaphambi. If I want to buy 5 cars, I need to work now and give whoever I'm bringing to this earth going forward. Ngifuna ukumnika lento le. And singa there's another thing esluphayo within the black community ebizwa nge-black tax. You need to draw the line kwa wena. Ngiyazi ukuthi sengibrecha kuyindawo, but we need to draw the line as young people in the working world. You need to draw the line for yourself and for your family. But umtshela uma ukuthi as much as bekwenze ku1 no2 no3 ukuze kugcine kube nokudla etafuleni akungathi mase kusebenza mina bese kuyamiwa konke bese kumiwa kulindwa mina aqhubeke okunye mina ngizophanda ngizohlanganisa la ngihlanganisa khona ukuze nami ngizokwazi ukuqhubeka phambili because ugcina usukusebenzele emuva eyakhe impilimo neflat unemoto kunopetrol kunayo yonke into but yonke into fanele ekhaya bakulindile bathi hayibo makuphela inyanga uma wazi payslip yakho makuphela inyanga hayibo phela uhalf fanele uze ekhaya yebo zonke lezi sibe practical so ngifuna ukuthi siphume kule web yokuthi kunezinto ekufanele sizenze but there are things that are mandatory that we need to do to show honor to our parents but there are things that we need to decide to do and in deciding to do those things we need to communicate ukuthi okay makuphela inyanga I will give you money but this is how much I'm giving you because I also have to do u1 no2 no3 so ukuze sibalansisane sonke qhubeka wenze obukwenza so that you don't feel like usulinde mina ukuphela kwenyanga so qhubeka wenze obukwenza nami ngizofaka imali mangiyifaka siqhubeke siphambili.
Thank you so much, Sneh, for that. But ngiyabuka ngathi sonke siyayibalekela le part yokuthi I had mentioned ekuqaleni isikhathi sona asisekho but I would like us to just quickly brainstorm this one ukuthi abazali bethu banawo yini umthelela wokuthi nabo sigcine singasaba because I understand you had mentioned ukuthi mina ngiyahlonipha when uyahlonipha vele you honor your parents when uzoyiletha imali ekhaya vele when uzo understand ukuthi ekhaya siphila kanje when uzo understand ukuthi ukhule kanjani but ba contribute kangakanani abazali bethu ekuthenini because now when bakukhulise kahle vele but kunezinto abazenzayo maybe this is just going to be for another day because it's quite a broad one, you know, and I'm very much fascinated by it. I would have loved us ukuthi si qale ekuqaleni ukuthi ba contribute kangakanani abazali bethu ekuthenini uze ugcine ungazange uze ngempela because you wanna honor, you know uyazi iBhayibheli ukuthi lithini, you know what the scripture says about honoring your parents, you know ukuthi ukuhlonipha abazali kuzokuyisaphi but what are the things that they do to provoke you noma when uthola ukuthi you're not really it's not your intention ukuthi manje angisamhlonipha umzali wami but there are things that they do mina I'm talking from experience there are things that they do there are things that they say as abazali that provoke us ukuthi sigcine singazange I'm going to give usis Nondumiso a chance mase siyaqhuma lapha quickly siye kusisi uNomfundo and then we come to uXoli. Sneh, I will come to you. I know this is interesting and you want to answer but we're going to get the time. Sit in Jay quickly just 1 minute and then we are done.
I'm not going to talk from a personal perspective, highlighting that. I'm not going to talk from a personal but I know from my friends ukuthi kenzeka nje ukuthi like ngishile eqaleni ukuthi abazali sinabo as ikhale siyona they're very expressive uthola ukuthi sometimes ukhuluma ngeke ngisho kapi ukhuluma kuze kube ngathi kuya a bit you know agcine sesha amagama angazuthi abhlungu and again it's just ukuthi no they were being expressive but amagama omzali angazi kanjani but ayahlaba more than amagama omngani ayahlaba and when usuwedwa ekamereni uyacabanga lento ayishilo kodwa ugcina usukhala usuba you know leyo nto leyo yokuthi lawo magama lawo ayakhombisa ukuthi okay they have an impact on whatever actions that you're about to take or whatever thoughts that you're about to have even after yabo so I personally think it's the words highlighting it's the words that they use when they're angry they have an impact on actions that you take.
Okay, Sis Nomfundo.
Picking up from that, uqinisile impela. I think abazali bethu banayo influence ethize ngendlela esireacta ngayo because uvela behash ubese uvele now lose yourself in the anger ukuthi manje sikupla sikhona uthini manje uma angisezwa kahle yabo uthini manje ubaba ngalesi sikhathi kufanele ngabe uyangibuyisa la engikhipha khona ngivele ngithi ay yazini ngizokwenza noma yini ke manje ngiyithandayo ngoba kusho ukuthi akaboni ukuthi lento ngizama ngayo wonke amandla ukuthi ngilalele lento angitshela yona but usekhuluma ngenye level nokuthi njengoba ngishilo kune adolescents, kuna zonke lama pressures esiphila under wona, whether sibamnyama, whether si any other color. So now kubalulekile ukuthi umzali understand ukuthi now uyakhula, and in growing you learn certain things. Okunye uzokuthatha okwasekhaya, okunye uzokuthatha nje in general empilweni njengawo wonke omunye umuntu.
Isikhathi singakapheli ngikhumbule kulento ekhasijwayele ukisho ukuthi kuthiwa kushawe edonsayo. The more you respect, the more obey yonke into abayishoyo. Kwenye inkathi bayisebenzisa le to their own advantage ukuthi ngoba vele wena uzokwenza whatever that they say, and until now you lose ukuthi okay yabo manje sekudlalwa ngami ke la. Kuthiwa enza lokhu kwenza, wenza lokhu kwenza. Yonke into abayishoyo uyayenza, yonke into abayifuna uyabanikeza. Uzugcina ukhipha uThurando ogcina ngoba uthi uya-honorisha, uyahlonipha, kodwa bagcine sebeyishaya yona impela le donsayo.
Okay, thank you very much to my beautiful panelist. Siyabonga kakhulu. I know Butispe, you wanted to add on that, but isikhathi asisavumeli. Hopefully we're going to be given a chance to elaborate further on this topic because it's quite an interesting topic and it touches our hearts. It just penetrates deeper, yabo. So, thank you for tuning in tonight at Word Gospel and Impact Church. Ngaphansi kwababa uNdamane nomama uNdamane, siyabonga kakhulu. Please do meet us again next week. Thank you.